Hi, I'm Scott Swenson. We're at Lynn's Propane Trucks with another stock truck here for you today. It's a 2021 Freightliner. It's got a Cummins ISL, 350 horsepower, Allison 3000 transmission, 5,000 gallon tank. That's an 84-inch diameter, so it shortens it up about 2 feet. Chrome bumper, chrome grille, bright finish heated mirrors, aluminum air horns with the snow shield covers, exterior sun visor. Down the side of the truck, we've got the aluminum wheels, 80-gallon polished aluminum fuel tank, stainless steps. In the back, stainless deck, stainless fenders, stainless oversized meter box. Up here we also have the strobe lights and the headlight enclosure. Those work in conjunction with one on the rear head of the tank. You're pulled over on those roadside deliveries. They can see you coming. They can see you no matter what direction they're coming from. Let's jump in the cab and take a look at a few of the options. Just to the right of the steering column, we have a rocker switch here. That's an air dump for the rear suspension. This is an air ride truck. Next to that's the engine brake. Shift selector for the Allison 3000 transmission. Up top we have our cruise control and then our heated mirror. This is just an extra rocker switch here. This is our marker interrupter. We'll flash the marker lights. Full locking rear differential. Regeneration for the exhaust. Power locks. Power windows. And this is for the work lights. We have 2 on the lower rear corners of the cab and 2 on the rear head of the tank. And this is for the strobes, those ones we saw in the front headlight enclosures, and then there's also one on the rear of the tank. This truck has a 4-function shutdown here. PTO, throttle, query, and emergency stop. So this only needs to have the shutdown and the query. PTO and the throttle are nice additions. You can haul the hose out to the customer's tank, hook it up, and from there you start the PTO, kick the throttle up. As it fills, kick the throttle down, shut the PTO off. Extended pump life, but also your drivers use it. It becomes part of their daily routine. If the battery dies, they switch it immediately because they use it on every stop. That eliminates the DOT tickets when you get pulled over for an inspection and they don't work. Typically when you just have a single function, it lives on the dash, you get pulled over, they test it, the battery's dead because it's been sitting there for 6 months without being touched. This particular truck, since it's the 5000, it has to have the query. So a backup alarm will go off after 4.5 minutes, and your driver has to hit that button to let the system know that he's still out there monitoring everything. We have a custom printer stand down bottom here. Every truck we build a custom stand, so as you can see, it's solid. It's not going to rattle as you're driving down the road. Also attached to that, we've got an aluminum ticket holder. That's just to help keep your drivers organized. We see a lot of trucks that come in here for service and tickets all over the cab, or they've got little wooden boxes or little pouches where they try to organize this stuff. So we put that there just to help them keep organized. We have a backup camera. We mount this on this post here because it's in close proximity to the mirrors here. So you're really just looking over here into your other mirror. So you're still using your mirrors even though you've got the backup camera, but that totally eliminates the blind spot directly behind the truck. It's a really, really nice safety option. We have, over here we have the upgraded seats. So these are heated seats, lumbar support. A lot of people think it's a little over the top, but you know, in reality, this is your driver's office. He's either at the back of the truck or he's sitting right here for the entire day. And some of those days in the winter can be long days, 30, 40, 50 stops. So the more comfortable you keep them, the more productive they're going to be. Let's head to the side of the truck and take a look at a few of the options. In the rear of the cab here, we have the work lights. So we had the factory rocker on the dash for those. These work in conjunction with 2 on the rear head of the tank. Those late night deliveries, it's snowy and icy out, it totally illuminates all around the truck, the workspace of the driver around their truck. It's a really nice safety feature. They can see where they're walking, where they're working, and keep themselves safe. As you can see, we got the aluminum wheels, stainless steps, polished aluminum 80-gallon fuel tank, aluminum DEF cover, aluminum battery box cover. Spring-loaded chalk block holder. This is really nice. It's easy to use, accessible. Easy to secure the load, just a flip of the finger. Easy to use hopefully means your drivers are going to use them. Rubber on the front and the back so they're not banging all around driving down the road. Stainless fenders, stainless fender brackets. In the back here, we've got a stainless spacer. We set these mud flaps back so you can't pin them between a snowbank and tear them off. Because we set them back, we put a stainless spacer in here. Just keeps the road grime and debris off the rear deck. Let's head to the rear deck and take a look at a few of those options. Up top, you'll see in the very center of that bracket, that's the camera for the backup camera that was mounted over on the passenger side. You put it in reverse, comes on automatically. Really nice, as I was saying, because it completely eliminates the blind spot right behind the truck here. Just below that's the strobe, working in conjunction with the two in the headlight enclosures. You're over on the side of the road, roadside delivery. They can see you coming in either direction. Really nice safety feature. On either side as well is the work lights. That's illuminating the entire back of the truck here so they can see where they're working. Those will also work with the two on the lower rear corners of the cab to illuminate the sides of the truck. Another really nice safety option. Down below that, you'll see the recessed float gauge. Most of the time you'll see they've got the rain guard on there, and then you'll see the rust just running down the tank from the rain guard. This is recessed. It's not going to shear off if you're in an accident or anything like that, but it also, you won't have the rust streaks coming down the tank. We've got an oversized meter box, stainless steel. You need to do any maintenance or repairs on this, you don't need to take the meter box off. You can get right here and work. Because we've got the extra room, we've got a little shelf here. Keep some of your fittings, things like that. Gloves, whatever you may be using. Here we've got a spray bottle holder. A lot of the guys use this for bee killer in the summer so that it stays nice and handy as well. LCR meter, LCR2 electronic register, 2-stage preset. That means if you want to drop 290.6 gallons, it'll drop it right on the money to the 10th every single time. Hose and nozzle we keep in the meter box, easy in, easy out. It keeps it clean and dry, road debris off it, and it's nice and easy. A lot of the trucks we see come in here, they've got a fitting on the deck. You got to thread it off before the delivery. You come back, you've got to thread it back on. Easy in, easy out, clean and dry. It's a really nice design. Coming across over here, we've got the NA hose reel. This is spec for 250 feet of 1-inch hose. Comes standard with 150 feet of 1-inch hose. So as you can see, we've got a lot of extra room in here. The reason for that is twofold. One, it's not getting tight in the drum and rubbing up against the bottom of the deck, shortening the hose life. It's not lopping over, getting caught between the drum and the frame, nicking the hose down to the cord, so you have to replace it. And three, in the winter, your drivers got all, they're hustling, they're doing 30, 40, 50 stops. They don't have to reel it on perfectly to get it on the reel. They can just throw it on quickly. They're hustling to get from job to job. They don't have to line the hose up as they're reeling it in. They can just throw it on there. It's going to fit. It's not going to rub. It's not going to lop over. The Guide Master. Stainless steel now, new design. New design on the rollers. They're thicker so that they don't get sharp and cut the hose. But this, overall, the Guide Master is just a really nice option for your drivers. Makes reeling that hose in nice and easy. Normally they're guiding it in with their gloves on. Anything that hose got pulled through is going to end up on their gloves. This is nice and easy. Keeps them a little cleaner, but it's also better on the back too. As you can see, this deck is lowered. Everything's within my working height here. Normally you get a truck, they've got the frame rails coming back from the rear axle, take a prefabricated deck, throw it up there, bolt it on, it's done. The problem with that is your deck height's up here, so everything is up over your center of gravity. You're working all day long up high. With this, as you can see, everything's within my center of gravity. Not only is the deck lowered, the fills are lowered, and they're angled, so they're at the right angle. That 2-inch liquid fill hose in the winter is not flexible at all. Put it right under your arm and you come up, it's at the right height, the right angle. You don't have to struggle with it. I see so many of them, they've got it up over their shoulder, whether they're coming straight out of the tank or even a little bit of an angle. Trying to get that correct angle to line up the Acme threads, it's difficult, it's hard. With this, it's nice and simple. Right up and it threads right on. Very, very easy. One more thing on the back here, you see we've got a brushed stainless deck, we've got a mirror finish top, all the piping, it's all stainless steel as well. Stainless. The globe valves, stainless steel globe valves as well. The pipe coming from the pump to the back of the truck, stainless steel. This piping's not going to rust. It'd be good for the life of the truck. If you run it 25 years, you'll still be good. One more thing is the pull-away protection. This is tied into the Allison transmission. They call it range inhibit. So unless this cap goes back on and the sensor behind it senses that it's on, it will not let you put the truck in gear. So if you're loading the truck, you get distracted, you forget what you're doing, the wife calls, girlfriend calls, whatever it is, you forget and you pull away. This will not let you pull away unless the cap is put back on. You'll hit D on the drive selector and it's just going to flash back at you. This is the most common accident we see, and it's a really nice safety feature. Let's take a peek at the other side of the truck and look at a few more options. Again, we've got the aluminum wheels, stainless fenders, stainless fender brackets, got the stainless spacer, the lowered stainless steel deck. We've got a toolbox, aluminum body, polished stainless front, very nice. Store anything you need in this truck. Stainless steps, the aluminum cover over the after treatment device, vertical exhaust, stainless cover on the vertical piece. Again, here's our work lights on the lower rear corners of the cab. Lighten everything up at night when you turn them on. We have a hole in the tank rail, and the main reason for that is so that drivers can see the main valve. They get to a stop, truck isn't pumping, first thing they look at is if the main valve's opening. If you don't have the hole in the side here, you've got to climb under to check. We don't want our drivers going under the truck when it's running for any reason whatsoever. So we put this hole in here. They can see if it's actuating when they open the main valve and tell if it's open or not, and that's their issue. This truck's built, it's ready to deliver gas. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 800-252-5467. We'll talk to you soon.